Hi, Cassie. Let's do an audio recording of your session. So just to reiterate, Young Living oils are concentrated and powerful. Founded in 1994, they are the world leader in essential oils. Essential oils are the lifeblood of plants, and Carolyn mine has made it her life work to study the negative and positive polarity of emotions. In her book, Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils, she documents over 550 emotions and the corresponding essential oils that help us get out of a pattern of being stuck in the negative emotion and helps us access the positive side. Often when we undergo trauma, we can't process the experience, so it gets recorded down to the cellular level, the DNA. But essential oils have the potential to reach the amygdala, our chronic stress manager, through smell and helps us unlock the negative pattern. So how do we find the emotion or the oil in the book for you? What's your priority emotion? So through muscle testing, or if we're drawn to a particular oil, then we can work with that. So today, for our demo of your priority emotion, we've come up with inconsistency. So I know you said that you feel like you're a very consistent person, but perhaps not in all areas of your life, perhaps in relationships. So you mentioned that you have broke up a relationship of 9 years. And so the oil that goes with that is the Young Living blend Aroma Siez. So these blends are unique to Young Living. So really using the Young Living essential oils is the way to go with the book, because other companies may not have a similar blend, and we're not sure of their quality either. So Aroma Siez has the vibrational frequency that corresponds with the emotion of inconsistency. And the positive polarity of that is consistency. So how do we get to that? The affirmation provides the way out. It's kind of like we're stuck in a rut and we create a bridge to cross to the other side. And the affirmation or the way out is, I can trust myself. So we're going to put oil on the unconscious alarm point, which is by the temples. And we are understanding the lesson, which includes the spiritual aspects of the person. So really, with these formulas, we include all aspects: emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual. So let's start by putting a couple drops of Aroma Siez in our non-dominant hand and just spinning it clockwise to activate it. And then we're going to breathe it. Really let that aroma get deep within the emotional centers of our brain, the amygdala. And then we're going to place one hand on the anterior fontanelle at the top of the skull, and then our other hand will go on the filter points at the base of the skull. So we're just going to breathe, and we're going to hold those positions just to get into the right frame of mind and the right frequency for releasing a negative emotional pattern. So we know that when we breathe, we really create the parasympathetic mode ability to heal, to relax. And so now we're going to move our hand from the top of our head to our forehead. There's 2 points on the forehead. These are emotional points. So we're just going to hold that one hand there, and we're going to move the other hand just to the base of the skull. There's a release point there. And all the while we're just breathing. We can smell the oil. And we're just contacting these acupuncture points. And now we're going to think about the emotional experience or the emotional pattern of inconsistency. So with you, it would be with that relationship that you haven't been consistent about staying away from that person, right? You've been inconsistent with that. So we're going to think about how would we go from an inconsistent negative pattern to being consistent. We're going to put some oil on the unconscious alarm point on the temples, and it's right near the end of the eyebrows, and we're going to think about being consistent or consistency and how that would feel. And the way to get there is the affirmation, I can trust myself. So just repeating that, I can trust myself, transmutes inconsistency to consistency. It's as simple as that. And you can do that a couple times a day. Just repeat, I can trust myself, touch the unconscious alarm point, and just think about consistency. All right, now your other part of your session today is an energetic tune-up. And I'm coming up with the issue of relationship mix-match. So usually when I think of mix-match, I think of an energy mix-match where there's been a faulty relationship between something in our environment that we are allergic to, like maybe food or something in nature. There's been a faulty connection because of trauma or from stress or a negative experience. So I know that you said you have a good spiritual connection with this person that you broke up with, but you couldn't marry him or it would kill you. So that is really, really a relationship mix match, isn't it? So we're working here with a heart wall. These are negative emotions that have built up to the point where we've created a wall around the heart to protect the heart. But really, it doesn't let real love in, and it doesn't let you express love in a proper way. It's distorted or garbled because of this protective wall built in front of your heart. So you've become codependent on a partner who is a recovering alcoholic, and it's too exhausting to stay in that relationship. So we're going to, we have permission, obviously, to take down some of this heart wall that you've built up as a protection. And we're going to, first of all, identify an emotion that needs to be removed. We may not be able to remove all of the heart wall, but we'll do as much as we can today. And I know you said that you wake up with anxiety and panic, that you actually do breath work just to carry on for the day. So I'm hoping that this work will really help you to be able to move past this stressor in your life. And so we're coming up with hopelessness. Now this is actually from age 2. And so you mentioned that your older sister was molested and that you were in the room when it happened. So you were only 2 years old at that time, and you experienced hopelessness way back then, and you have used it to protect your heart. So we have the permission to release hopelessness from age 2, releasing it and letting it go. And we also have another emotion of grief that's making up the heart wall. And it might have been your mother's grief. That's a question mark. We don't have to come up with the age or any more details. We just need to let it go. So we're releasing grief from the heart wall. So we've removed 20% of the heart wall now, and we really can't do more today. This heart wall actually affects your immune system because your thymus gland is in the vicinity of the heart wall. It blocks your thymus or your immune system to a certain extent. So that could be a reason that you're experiencing so many years, 25 years of basal cell carcinomas that have been removed from your body. And there's just a lot going on. We don't always know the reason or the root cause of things. But when we go through these layers of removing emotions and heart walls and negative emotional patterns, we can really maybe see a difference in how we feel. So I'd like to leave you with the affirmation, I can trust myself, as homework. And you can go ahead and review this audio as you need to. And I hope that was helpful, Cassie. Thank you.